Hello, it's Leanne Phillipson, registered nutritionist. How are you today? Well, we're trying out a little bit of some other new tech. So if anybody who's on can just give me a thumbs up to let me know that you can hear. Logan, can you jump on Sprout Right's Facebook page on the other? Just trying to make sure that that everybody can hear. And and then we're gonna get cooking. So welcome to the Cook Together kitchen. This is where I've been for about the past, well, I don't know, I've been here for a long time, but cooking along with you. I've been doing this for, I think this is maybe about the 40 or the 41st video, if you can believe it. So thank you so much. We've got a couple of eyeballs on Facebook and then a few on Instagram too. So welcome. Thank you so much for being along. If you have any questions at all during the whole live, please feel free to just type it in, and then I've got my laptop so I can see those. My tech expert, Logan, is just behind the scenes here, and just making sure I'm not going to lose all my water. And so we're gonna cook together. I started doing this because when we were self-isolated after travel in March, then I wondered what on earth can I do to try and help people, because this cooking thing is what I've done for a really long time. And then also understanding that in a time when we're so emotional, probably cooking healthy meals and having ideas for lots of vegetables and lots of colors and lots of antioxidants and as much of the healthy foods that I, the nutritionist, feel like would be of paramount importance in the middle of a global pandemic would be really important. But unfortunately, our stress levels don't always say, hey, I really feel like having, some green beans or something like that. So that's why I took on this Cook Together, doing this every single day. So I really do hope that it's helping. Know that if you have not seen, if this is your first time along, if you have not seen any of the other videos, you can head over to YouTube and check out all of the Cook Together videos on Sprout Right's YouTube channel, and then also on Sprout Right's Facebook page. Then you'll also find a lot of the video. You'll find all the videos there, and a few videos that my daughter Hadley has done for your children, if you have them, so that they can follow along and make some awesome snacks. Every day I post the ingredients on either Instagram or on Facebook. And then what happens is we email you the recipe. Now, of course, if you have my book, Sprout Right Family Food, then you will have all of the recipes in there. But if you want to have the recipe emailed to you daily, then you need to go to sproutright.com/cook together. Give us your email so that we can email you the recipe every day. So that's been the housekeeping stuff out of the way. And hello, Teresa. Welcome. It's good to see you. We've got different tech. It's mostly to do with Sprout Right. So Teresa, if you could just let me know that you can hear me and just give me a quick thumbs up. I'm assuming that you can. Otherwise, you might have said no. Yep. Thank you very much. So yeah. Anyway, on with Lemony green beans. I actually can't believe I posted this on the social media feed. I can't believe that I haven't made this yet, because this is one of my staple recipes. Sometimes you can just, steam some green beans, steam some broccoli, steam whatever vegetables, cauliflower or whatever it is, carrots, anything that you want. But sometimes just to have something really quick to be able to, almost out of water here. I thought that might happen, so I just got a trusty glass of water next to the frying pan beforehand, and I'm going to keep it topped up just in case, because while I am cooking, I need to also pay attention to what's happening behind me on the stove. So, Lemony green beans, it just jazzes up. Really, you could probably do this for broccoli or any other vegetable that you want. I don't know why it ends up being green beans. It could be, oh my gosh, British just jumped into my head, mange stew, which is, what's mange stew, Logan? Snow peas. Snow peas are called mange stew in England. I don't know where that came from. Every now and then, random stuff comes into my head. Random British sayings or stuff like that. Sometimes when I'm trying to say like the hood of the car, I can't get past bonnet in my head. I guess, you know, I lived there for 15 years, so there is a lot of that that's kind of stuck in my brain. So anyway, most two just popped in my head. I don't know why. Anyway, those are snow peas, and then also sugar snap peas. This will be great for sugar snap peas. I'm a huge fan of sugar snap peas, just either eating them completely raw or giving them a really fast steam. So I've got probably around about, you gotta eyeball the 3 cups of green beans, and super easy. I'm just gonna put them into my frying pan. So because it is right behind me, you're not gonna be able to see so well. So anyway, you just really need to give them a fast steam. So I've just got a little bit of water in the bottom here. And I'm gonna throw the green beans in here. And then by the time the water goes, then they're going to have lost a little bit of their rawness, aka having, you know, steamed a little bit. So that's something. So I'm gonna stick that back on, turn it up just a smidge, a bit more water in there, and that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna make up the sort of dressing as well. So I've got a little bit of mustard here, which I'm going to put into my bowl. I always think mustard, not everybody loves mustard, but I think mustard makes everything a lot better. It's about 3 to 4, about a half a cup. I need my half a cup of the seeds. Now you can use whatever seeds you fancy. So this could be sunflower seeds. I'm quite a lover of sunflower seeds. It could be pumpkin seeds. It could be cashews. It could be, if you wanted to, pine nuts. That would be a really nice one. We were talking about pine nuts last night when I made carbonara. So you can put pine nuts into your carbonara if you fancy that. As well. So this is going to end up being really quite thick. I'm going to use lime today, although you can use lemon. That's tremendous as well, or a little bit of lime and lemon, whatever you fancy. And putting this into my mixture here. So everything's going to go in my bowl, and basically once my green beans are sort of steamed in the frying pan, you can just steam them in a steamer. It's just easier to toss this, and the seeds get just a little bit toasted too, which is quite lovely. Toasted sunflower seeds, I think, are, I don't know, something kind of magical about them, and then with a little bit of sweetness from the honey that I'm going to add in here too. So it's about 1.5 tablespoons of some liquid honey, 1.5 tablespoons of Dijon mustard, 3 to 4 teaspoons of lime or lemon juice. I'm probably going over the top with the lime or the lemon juice here, but you know, why not? Doesn't matter. It's all good because, well, I guess if you don't love lemon juice, but I think it makes everything much better. And then about 3 cups of green beans is basically the whole of the recipe. So I'm just going to toss that together. Let's get the honey. You can tell we use a lot of honey. I have a monster jar of honey. So that was like 1 tablespoon, 1.5 tablespoons. So that's probably good for that. And you mix and stir, and this is like another super easy recipe. And in one conversation that I had with my youngest daughter, she did comment on, some of you may have heard me say this, but she did comment on how simple my recipes are and how easy it is to just kind of make them all. So that's coming from a 14-year-old who's she's not a huge cook. Logan tends to cook a little bit more. Hadley's a little more nervous. I don't know about nervous, but she's a little more timid in the kitchen. I think she just needs to find her own legs because Logan's a really good cook. Logan is always in the kitchen. Hi, sweetheart. She's looking up at me going, huh? I've never heard you say that before, Mom. Because normally the baking goes to Logan and the kind of cooking, the cooking goes to someone else.
I can cook.
AKA me. No, she can cook.
I can cook.
Yeah, she can cook. Okay, so in the frying pan, just kind of need to move these around a little bit. I'm going to turn this up. And, you know, guys, if you've got any questions, you can just lay them on me. Let me know what you've got, what you're thinking about, what you're not too sure about. You can just start to see that the green beans, I'll show you actually before I put all the sauce on. We'll just give that another minute. They start to go really bright green just like broccoli does, goes really bright, not your grandma's kind of color of anything. And actually, what I thought was I would, hey Sage, hello Crystal. What I thought I would bring back, just in case you haven't seen one of the other recipes that I did. Do you remember watching, if you were here, watching the souvlaki? So I made some, the chicken souvlaki on a skewer, which was a huge hit and is the best recipe. I actually almost prefer that chicken recipe as leftovers. I love taking it off the skewer and putting it onto a salad the next day. If you have not seen the video where I made salad dressing, where you think, what, you're just making a salad dressing? But I made some pretty epic salads to go along with that salad dressing. So that's definitely a couple of videos to head back to. So on Friday, I think it was, I made the curry sauce, which is this one here. So that could be a sauce. I've still got a little bit left in my container here, so it's just coming out of the fridge. So that was the honey and apple butter, not the apple butter dip. What even went into that? Oh, that feels like it was a month ago last Friday. How bizarre is that? Anyway, tonight I'm gonna cook some of the chicken legs, and I'm gonna put on this rub all over. I'll quickly wash my hands afterwards, and just for a little bit of a change up, I'm gonna put the rub on instead of, say, a sauce. So this dry rub is really, really nice on any type of chicken, basically. And once that goes on, it's so tasty, and that is as fast as it is. So that was this recipe is from one of the previous videos, just in case you haven't seen this, called souvlaki. So let me just wash my hands. So that,
really loud.
So yes, I'm sure, because we've got the microphone going on. Okay, so I've got my green beans turning lovely and green back here. It really depends on how much do you like your beans cooked. Do you love them when they are super floppy? Do you love them when they have still got some crunch going on? It's totally up to you. You can do whatever it is that you like. So I definitely like just a little bit more crunch, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move them around until most of the water has evaporated, because that's what I'm doing, essentially kind of steaming them with the water that's in the bottom. If you get to a point where they're not quite cooked enough, you can always have a taste tester. That's always fun. Always fun to do is to have someone tasting them for you, and that's a great way to have kids in the kitchen. And when they know that they're going to be taste testing what's going on, then they'll hang around. And then, hey, you've just got some more vegetables into your kids too. So just in case you've got kids and you're having a little bit of difficulty with the snackathon that's going on, you're seeing issues with behavior with your kids, where you're seeing meltdowns, there's a lack of concentration, their attention is just not what you want it to be, and majorly lack of focus, and even sleep issues. Tonight, back on Sprout Rate's Facebook page, I'm doing a workshop followed up from the 21 snack, the fuss-free foods for focus kids. There's a snack guide, which you can find both on Instagram and on Sprout Rate. And you can just download that and then show up back here at 7 o'clock, and I'm going to be doing a little workshop to talk through a little bit more about that. And then also next week I'm doing a couple of TV segments here in Toronto or in Canada, where on Monday morning and then also on Tuesday morning. So if you don't have our newsletter list, then you're not on our newsletter list, then you do need that to kind of keep up with the things that I'm doing to try and support. Obviously, I'm here every day, but there's also other things. My podcast, Eat This with Leanne, that new episode, Helping You to Sleep Better, just came out on Monday. So you can search for Eat This with Leanne wherever you listen to your podcasts too. So there is plenty of support, plenty of information coming to you if that's what you feel like you need right now. So, and also on leannephillipson.com, you will see the transcripts. So not everybody wants to listen, or not everybody has the opportunity to listen to the podcasts because they're not commuting like they used to. So if you want to just have a look at the transcripts, you'll find that on leannephillipson.com. All right, so this is looking quite good. The water is almost gone from the bottom. If I put this in right now, then it just means that all of this is going to be diluted a little bit more. So it really just depends on how strong you will like it. So you can't really mess up this recipe, so don't worry too much. If you throw all this in and you think, oh no, that did end up a little bit watery, and said it might. So just know that, you know, it's all good. It's all okay. So we've almost got to the bottom. So we're going to pour this in. Let me just show you the green beans first, how lovely and bright, because it's hard. Sorry, I can't get like an overhead camera or anything like that on top of that. That would be good. So here's the green beans looking lovely and bright, and there's just a smidge of water left in the bottom. Again, I can't quite hold it up enough to show you that. One rogue bean there. So let me just throw all of that in. Again, super, super easy. Really, really quick, which is, you know, by the time it gets like 5 o'clock or whatever time of day it is where you are, then that's kind of what you want. You don't want to have to be in the kitchen for hours. And depending on how much snacking has been going on, will definitely depend on how much is going to be eaten at dinner. So you don't want to make dinner and then have nobody kind of come along and want to partake and eat it. So this is definitely a great way to make sure. And this is a leftovers for tomorrow with a big fat salad is also absolutely tremendous. So again, just a quick toss. Get all of that lovely sauce all over the beans. And I've got my syrup. I'm not going to serve it just yet because I do have to make the chicken still. But just to roast or warm up the sunflower seeds, and just like that, there we go. Oh, I can smell the mustard, which smells fabulous. And just get my spoon for all those sunflower seeds. And there we go. Look at that. I won't try and cram all those in. I'll put those off to the side. Turn that off. And lemony green beans are all done. That's it. Really quick today. And I think the past few ones, it's okay, not yet. I think the past few ones have been really quick too. So Teresa, what do you think? You're not chiming in as much as usual. We've got lovely Teresa on the on Facebook, and she's always got something to say. She loved my tip that I gave for making really fast vegetables, just a little bit more, a little easier to be eaten, where you take like a large bowl and then you boil the kettle and then you just pour water on top of them, leave them for about 5 minutes or so, and presto, you've got something that just is just like, if it's broccoli or something, it goes nice and bright green. If you've got cauliflower, not everybody loves raw vegetables, so it just sort of takes the edge off a little bit, gives them a little bit of wobble to them, and just like our green beans here, and that's it. So lemony green beans to go along with, if you fancy it. I've got the chicken here, which I'm going to throw in the oven with that Mediterranean, the souvlaki rub, which was this, all the herbs together, which we made probably, I don't know, feels like about 3 weeks ago now. But I don't know, it could have been last week. I can't quite remember. Teresa, sorry, you're busy cooking. Yes, and making lunch for tomorrow. All right, just steamed some broccoli. So Teresa's saying I steamed some broccoli, which basically means she did the hot water and the bowl trick. So thank you so much for being along. For anyone who's just joined me for the first time, do absolutely, hello Arlene, lovely to see you. Do join me back here at 7 o'clock if you've got some kids at home and you need to figure out a little bit more about this snacking situation, and really just the whole day, the whole flow to the day. So I've got some great information. It'll be probably about half an hour or so. If lots of people bring their questions, then it might be a little bit longer. But I very, very much look forward to that. And know that you can always go to sproutright.com for tons more information. There's so much on there in the blog posts, the recipes. You can purchase my book from there as well. Ordering my book. Yay! Teresa's ordering my book for yourself. I had some lovely feedback. I think it was last week or the week before. Somebody ordered it and said, I kind of just thought it was for kids, but really it's not. There's 130 recipes in here. Probably about 14 or 15 of those are more the purees. And then as soon as you're out of that, then you can get into anything that's really very suitable for the whole family. And also on sproutright.com, you'll also find all of my fabulous supplements, which are over here. The Boost Box, the Sunshine D3K2, the Alka-C, of course, to support our immunity right now, which is so important. And if you need some more information about that, of course, I'm always here to help answer any of your questions. You can just shoot off a question to us through sproutright.com or even leannephillipson.com, because we answer both. Thanks so much for being along today, and tomorrow look out for what I'm going to be cooking in the Cook Together kitchen. Tomorrow, I just gotta get my head past tonight's live, and then I'll sit down and think, what should we make? Should we make a snack, or should we make another dish? If there's something that you particularly want to know, if you've got something in your fridge that you've bought and you're like, I'm not too sure what to do with that, then also let me know, because I'm always up for a little challenge and trying to make something a little bit new. So again, thanks for being here, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. All right, have a great evening. Bye.